And we're cultivating balance. So at first, it can feel strange, or as you said, Martine, heavy. And even though all beings are owners of their actions, we can still wish them well. We can still feel compassion for them. We can still rejoice in their good fortune. So finding your neutral person today will be a second neutral person, not the same person you started with yesterday. Whoever comes to mind first is often the best person to start with. And finding your phrase, whether it be kamasaka or a phrase in your own language. So that long phrase I used yesterday, you can abbreviate into your happiness depends upon conditions. A more general phrase is, may there be ease with the conditions of your life. And I like this one because may you have ease, may I have ease. They're both there, embedded in that phrase. So may I have ease, may you have ease. They can just say, may there be ease with the conditions of your life. So let's begin the practice now. Resting back, get comfortable. Take a deep breath. And take up the Upekkha practice when you feel grounded in your body, present here and now. So coming to a close. When you're ready, just opening your eyes, feeling into this body, and understanding that all of us are the same. All of us are bundles of mind and body dependent on causes, conditions, and karma. And we're doing the best we can. In this world right now, we're all doing pretty well. Actually, if you're here, you're doing fine. We're cultivating sanity. So, does anybody have any questions? This is a time each day that you can ask whatever questions have arisen, whether you're auditing or not. Yeah. So feel free, raise your hand. It's easiest on this end.
So I would like to ask you something about the experience I had. So while practicing Upekkha, all of a sudden there was such a part in me requiring attention. And so there was a kind of activation. So I simply addressed Upekkha to that part as I'm used to do, for example, with Metta. So I'm wondering if it's fine like this, or if you have any suggestion.
Was there any storyline attached to that, Sylvia, or was it just feeling?
Mine didn't go on thinking about the feeling, so it was just a feeling.
So long as it's not overwhelming, please go on with the Upekkha practice. But if it's overwhelming, what you can do is stop the Upekkha practice and go to metta for yourself. Specifically metta for yourself, not just that part, but for the whole group. Mm. And then when you feel like there's balance again, go back to the Upekkha. Making sure when you do this that it's conscious. You're not just sliding into metta and sliding back to Upekkha, just stopping the Upekkha, pausing, picking up the metta. And really trust yourself to know when it's overwhelming or not. Don't second guess that. If it's like, oh, this is just so overwhelming, don't think, oh, well, maybe it's not. Just, it's okay. Trust that, pause, go to the metta.
Yeah.
Grazie. Chiara, please.
So my question is about the use of the words anyway, no matter what, to incline the mind towards Upekkha. So I could you explain it again because I really didn't get it. What is the use of these words? Thank you.
Yeah. When we say, if we're doing the metta practice, when we say, may you be happy anyway, or may you be happy no matter what, we're actually cultivating metta with an upekkha flavor. With those words, we're bringing the upekkha a little closer to the metta. When we do the upekkha practice, this is what comes into the foreground. Whereas the metta, karuna, mudita, they go into the background. So you can say ease, which is really an upekkha feeling. There is ease with whatever is arising. So ease anyway, or ease no matter what. And holding that other person in the mind while you say that. Does that answer your question, Chiara? Okay. Lorena, prego.
I had such an experience, like focusing really a lot, like kind of getting stuck with this person I've chosen and repeating all over again the Upekkha sentence, like may you be at ease, may there be ease for you with the conditions of the karma expressing. And then all of a sudden, it was like having a switch in between this person and addressing Upekkha to myself. It came spontaneously, like perceiving a scene where there was such a deep loss for me, something really heavy. And so it was just rephrasing the Upekkha sentence, addressing it to myself in order to accept this deep loss. And then after a while, realizing the practice was going in a different direction, and so simply dropping off and getting back to the neutral person.
Perfecto. Yeah. This is what can happen when purification begins to happen, when we see where the mind and heart get stuck. So where the upekkha is blocked or stuck, where it's most blocked or stuck is with us, as I said yesterday. And we'll be getting to ourselves later in the week. And this is the last of the individual categories. So what you did was perfect. To simply acknowledge, put aside, and go back to what you were doing. So this is a more general instruction for everybody. Should something like this happen again, or should it happen, being very careful that the putting aside is gentle, and you can say quietly to yourself later, and then go back to Upekkha for the neutral person.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, prego. Ricardo, briefly.
So the question is about like when you say to keep this person in mind, but what is it, this person? Because if I think about the image and I bring the image to the mind, then there is the feeling like losing in a way the connection with the sensation of this person. But if I feel the person into the heart, then it seems like having a doubt about the connection again, like losing the sense of the person. So what is it, this person about?
That's a really good question, Ricardo. Some people are visual, some people are tactile. So whichever you most resonate with, whether it's the vision or the image of this person or their felt sense, is fine. So either one of those is good enough. And you can imagine very briefly at the beginning of the sitting as though you're sitting quietly with your eyes closed next to this person. If that helps, to bring them into a felt sense of consciousness. And then don't worry if the mind wavers about this. That's natural. Just keep going.
You wanted to add something, but in fact, you already replied.
Yeah, good. So there's time for walking or life. Please keep practicing. Group A will meet with me at 10:30. That's Daniela, Giuliano, Maria Paula, Antonello, Carolina, Alessandra, and Antonio.